My colleague Pavel and I have been working on accented speech for all of our careers, basically. A lot of the research that happens on accented speech happens in a lab. So people aren't interacting, they listen to speech, it's not actually in the real world. They make a judgment on it, and then they hear another speech sample, and then they move on. So when we were thinking about this project, we just decided that we wanted to bring forward a project that looked at accented speech, but that looked at it in more of a real world sort of setting, and that is the workplace. So we decided that we would work together with HR professionals, with students studying HR, and with HR instructors as a first step to understand the extent to which accent bias is covered in classes. As this final stage of the project, we were interested in bringing those worlds together so that HR professionals and newcomers could come together to talk about their thoughts, their beliefs about accent bias, and then to really dispel some of the myths that might be out there about speaking with an accent in the workplace.
Both as researchers, but also as individuals in the community, we need to listen to people more closely and to the things that they have to share about their experiences, and not only look at numbers or averages or trying to look at groups of newcomers and how they're reacting as a group, for example, but also understand that this affects them on a personal level, and that we do need to look at that side as well, because in the long run it does affect like their well-being and how welcome they feel in the country and whatnot.
I believe that not only English knowledge, but also the accents are very important here in Canada. Facing to the accent bias, it's kind of scary for me. I was looking for a way to solve this issue, and that's why I'm here.
The employers should stop assessing people based on accent, because accent doesn't really represent the true skill and expertise of the candidates.
English is my second language. I do share a lot of the insecurities that some of the people were talking about today, me being an immigrant in Canada as well, and someone who is not right now in the job market, but that I will be eventually and looking for a job. This is, of course, something that resonates.
You know, I think that research like this really has the potential to affect change. You know, I mean, I think if we look at what everyone who was here tonight had to say, I think that we see that people's minds did change, even just a little bit, right? And so if those individuals are able to go out into the world and just change the mind of a few other people, then I think we really can start to affect change.
I would want people to know that accent doesn't mean capabilities of a person, or even his qualities, or even his skills. It just tells you where the person was born and brought up.